The lifeguard who approached the victim is keeping what we call inline stabilization. The other lifeguard enters the water and places them on a backboard and then takes over inline stabilization. Again, the whole idea in this type of rescue is to keep the spine immobilized. They are also talking to the victim as well as determining if they're breathing, because if this were a breathing emergency, that would take precedence and they would need to remove the victim immediately, regardless of there being the potential of a spinal emergency. So in this case, they do know the victim is breathing and does have a pulse. So they're now putting the straps on the victim to keep them secured to the backboard prior to removing them from the backboard.
Hello, kitty.
During this time, the lifeguards continue to talk to one another so that they are communicating with what their next move would be, as well as they're talking to the victim, performing what we call is sample history. That gathers information that we can pass along to EMS who are being called at this moment in a scenario such as this by a manager or a lifeguard that's in the pool office. Once the straps are in place, then they use the foam head blocks to secure the head on the board, and then they will work together to remove the victim from the water.
So far, so good.
The water's wet. No, it's dry.
Lifeguards take a course that's approximately 30 hours long. In our case, our lifeguards are certified by the American Red Cross in lifeguard training, CPR, and first aid. And they have to renew every 2 years to keep their certification valid. They do so by a written exam and performing reassessment skills. All right, and with that rescue to completion, by this time EMS would have arrived and would take over the assessment of the victim. They would most likely transport the victim on our backboard to be further evaluated at a hospital facility. Can we give the lifeguards here a round of applause?